Today, we've had a lot of questions about how to install tie downs in the house, and we like to use the tie downs a lot for dog introductions, working on manners, that kind of thing, and we highly recommend them. So today I'm going to kind of demonstrate installing a tie down. Now, the things that you need before installing them: you need a stud finder. You can get these pretty cheap, maybe $5. I like to use good vice grips. You need a drill, and you need a lag eye bolt. I like to use this size, which is 4 inches long by 5/16. If you have a stronger puller or whatever, there's also, like this one's a 3/8 by 4 inch. So basically you just want something with a good amount of teeth, and I prefer it with a little bit of smooth here, so if you do have it sticking out a little bit from the wall, you don't have a rough spot there. So what you do is you start out using your stud finder, find your studs in the wall. You want to attach this into a stud. You can put it close to the baseboard, but I would not recommend going into the baseboard, just because that can affect how strong it's going to be. You don't get into the stud quite as far. I have a helper here. And also the drywall usually isn't strong enough to hold a dog that's intent on getting away from the wall. So here I know that there is 2x4s that go right around this vent. So I'm actually going to install one right here so that I can have dogs on either side of my TV, so I can keep an eye on them. They can still be with me, and they can't get to each other. So once you've located your stud, located the spot you want to put the tie down, you're going to use a drill, and usually use a bit that is just a little narrower than the lag bolt that you're going to use, so that you can drill a pilot hole, make it easy to put the lag bolt in, but still leave enough that these teeth can grab onto it. So we're just going to go ahead and install this. Alright, definitely hit wood. And if you do miss the stud the first time, it's no big deal. You can see this is a very tiny hole, a little bit of spackle. If you got any a painted wall, it won't take anything to get that cleaned up. So now that I have my hole drilled, I'm going to start in. Just turn in your lag bolt. And they usually go pretty easy for most of the way. So this is where my vice grips come in. It gives you a really good handle to be able to just really crank that in. As you can see, this is going pretty hard. If it's hard for you to get in, it's going to be harder for your dog to pull it out. So that's just something to keep in mind. I do have this right on top of a vent, so probably won't use this for the really rambunctious ones, just so they don't, you know, get claws in there, but for the tamer ones, this will be great. Alright. Now, I'm going to leave this a little bit out, just because of the vent right here, so that I have extra room, but that's basically all it takes. I mean, wipe away the dust, cleanup is done, and really, after a day or two, you won't even notice that that's there. So, like I said, just 3 simple tools, a little bit of time, and you can have this put in no time. So, alright. So over here I have a tie down that I've already got installed. You can see I've got it in all the way into the wall, and honestly, you notice this ugly little phone jack a whole lot more than you notice the tie down. So in this spot, I just have a 2-foot cable with clips on either end. Just attach the clip. This end goes onto the dog's collar or onto his gentle leader, whatever you're using, and you're done. Nice thing about it, it's very low to the ground. So to hide it, all I got to do is throw a dog bed in the corner that's usually here anyhow, and it completely disappears.